The Voice Season 26 live shows began on Monday night, 12 seconds, with the top 8 performing both solos and duets with each other on Sting songs, with Sting himself joining them on stage. With only 2 weeks of live shows, performances need to make a lasting mark. A few performances did just that, but as always with the live show rounds, the vocals are sometimes messier than the taped rounds. That was the case Monday night, but an 18-year-old singer from Glen Cove, New York, named Shye from Team Michael Bublé, brought the house down with Brandi Carlile's The Joke. In rehearsals, Shye is joined with her sister Shye. In earlier rounds, Shye wasn't 18, so her sister accompanied her. Shye says, "She is the only person I would drop everything for about Shye." Shye remarks that Shye has been with her through dark times, including when her mom was sick. Shye shares a scrapbook of Shye's The Voice journey with her. Michael calls Shye the truth when describing her. Michael even says his sisters have threatened him because they think she should win. Shye relates to the meaning of the joke and feels the song's style is where she wants to go as an artist. Michael calls her pitch perfect, but wants the band to drop out for the last line so she can deliver the message of the song. The top 8 of Season 26 of The Voice was poised to be a highly competitive evening. However, no one could have anticipated the impact of Shye's performance when she took the stage. In a season characterized by exceptional performances, unforeseen vocal displays, and poignant narratives, Shye has unequivocally established themselves as a formidable presence. However, what is your assessment of their interpretation of The Joke by Brandi Carlile? It was an entirely different matter. From the initial note, it became evident that this would transcend mere performance. It would evolve into a profound experience. A daring selection of musical composition. Shye's decision to perform The Joke was a daring one. The composition, initially rendered by Brandi Carlile, serves as a profoundly emotive anthem that encapsulates themes of resilience, optimism, and the defiance of expectations. It is a composition that demands not only vocal accuracy, but also a profound emotional depth. Only a select number of artists possess the ability to execute it in a manner that genuinely respects its significance. However, Shye was adequately prepared to confront the challenge. In the lead-up to the performance, their instructor, Michael Bublé, articulated the personal significance that Shye attributed to the song. Shye does not merely sing, Bublé remarked during the rehearsal sessions. They narrate tales. This composition is poised to become a significant moment, and I am confident that the audience will resonate with it. Shye, who had already garnered considerable acclaim as a fan favorite through their hauntingly stunning covers earlier in the season, articulated their personal connection to the song in the pre-performance segment. This song is dedicated to individuals who perceive themselves as misfits, who feel undervalued, and who have been led to believe that they are insufficient. Shye stated, "I am familiar with that experience. However, I am also aware of those individuals. They ascend." An enchantingly exquisite introduction. As the stage darkened and a solitary spotlight focused on Shye, the initial piano chords resonated, both delicate and melancholic. Their voice emerged within the composition as a near whisper, gentle, poignant, and imbued with vulnerability. I have attended the cinema and have observed the conclusion. The opening was profoundly intimate and captivating. The atmosphere in the room appeared to be suspended in anticipation, with the audience entirely engrossed by the subtle yet compelling power of Shye's voice. The nuanced vibrato and the delicate inflection in their tone exemplified the art of storytelling at its highest level. Coach John Legend was observed bowing, visibly affected by the events that were transpiring. Kelsey Ballerini discreetly conveyed a message to Adam Levine, both individuals evidently acknowledging the significance of the occasion. The crescendo that shook the room. However, there arrived a pivotal moment, the instant that would be the subject of discussion long after the evening had concluded. As the composition progressed, so too did Shye's fervor. The fragility present in the verses culminated in a surge of unrestrained energy within the chorus. Their voice ascended, imbued with tenacity and fervor, resonating throughout every corner of the studio. Allow them to derive amusement while it remains within their capacity. Allow them to rotate and disperse in the breeze. It was a full-bodied, emotionally charged belt, one that sent chills down the spine. Certain members of the audience were evidently moved to weeping. Upon reaching the bridge, Shye's voice trembled sufficiently to express genuine, unadulterated emotion, yet remained composed enough to avoid losing control. Each individual note was executed with intention. Each occasion held significant importance. The entirety of the performance was expertly constructed, transitioning seamlessly from a delicate and introspective tone to one that was vast and defiant, thereby reflecting the fundamental essence of the song. The reaction: goosebumps and tears. As the final notes reverberated and the last words departed from Shye's lips, a moment of silence ensued. The kind of silence that only occurs when an audience is so completely moved that they forget to clap. Then, an eruption of applause. A prolonged expression of appreciation through a standing ovation. All four instructors rose to their feet, offering applause that conveyed sincere admiration. Michael Bublé exhibited tears in his eyes, unmistakably reflecting his pride in his artist. John Legend, with his palms interlaced, expressed his incredulity by shaking his head. That, he remarked into the microphone, was one of the most genuine performances I have ever witnessed on this stage. Adam Levine, known for his discerning critique, leaned forward, remaining in a state of admiration. "Shye, you just owned that song." What transpired was not merely singing, it was an expression of profound soulfulness. That constituted a form of art. Kelsey Ballerini expressed a similar sentiment. "I am, quite literally, enveloped in chills," she confessed. That experience was remarkably authentic. I have the distinct impression that I have just witnessed a truly remarkable event. Social media erupts. Nearly immediately, Twitter became inundated with responses. "I am SOBBING. Shye just delivered the performance of the season. That matter remains untouched by anyone." Goosebumps. "I am experiencing a sensation of tingling." That experience was extraordinary. That transcended mere performance. It was a significant moment. If Shye fails to secure victory this season, I am left questioning the purpose of our presence here. The official voice account tweeted, "Shye has redefined the essence of experiencing a song." That was truly remarkable. Even Brandi Carlile herself participated in the discourse, expressing her thoughts via Twitter. "Sacred. Impressive. Shye, you have moved me to tears in the most profound and positive manner. That was truly awe-inspiring. Continue to ascend, young one." The aftermath: a distinct leading contender. Following the performance, backstage interviews revealed Shye visibly trembling from the residual adrenaline. "That experience was extraordinary," they remarked, beaming despite their tears. "I find myself at a loss for words. I aim to honor the song appropriately, and I sincerely hope that I have succeeded in doing so." Justice? Their actions extended significantly beyond that. Numerous enthusiasts and industry experts currently regard Shye as the unequivocal frontrunner of season 26, with forecasts suggesting not only their advancement to the final, but also the possibility of securing victory in the entire competition. Even the other competitors acknowledged the seriousness of the situation that had just transpired. A fellow competitor of Shye articulated the sentiment succinctly. "We consistently perform at our highest level each evening. However, what Shye has just accomplished is truly remarkable. That experience was truly transcendent." What are the forthcoming developments for Shye? As the competition approaches its final weeks, the focus has shifted predominantly to Shye. Will they sustain performances of this exceptional quality? Is there anyone else among the top 8 who can rival that caliber of visceral storytelling? It is unequivocal that following this performance, Shye has transcended the status of merely being another contestant on The Voice. They are a practitioner of the arts, a narrative artist, a catalyst for memorable experiences. As the competition intensifies, it becomes evident that Shye remains committed to evoking emotions in others. I see the record now. Shye began the song showcasing her voice's gorgeous and unique low tone. She employed her own embellishments and runs into the song to truly make it her own. The performance showcased a greater range than her previous performances, and that is mostly due to the song being much more difficult than anything she has tackled to date. She hit some climatic notes in a very impressive manner and lets all her emotions out. Shye has been consistent throughout, but she is peaking at the right time with this performance. Gwen Stefani called herself a fan, saying, "I see the record now," and called her voice timeless. Reba McEntire loved it, describing her voice as round, it's full, it's pure, it's crisp, it's big body down at the low end. Michael compared her to Barbra Streisand, Celine Dion, and Adele, noting how special her sound is. Shye should soar through to the next round, as well as a few other singers who excelled on Monday night. Fellow teen singer from Team Gwen, Sydney Sterles, closed the first hour in a compelling fashion with an angelic rendition of When the Party's Over, and Team Bubble's Sofronio Vasquez may be a bit old school, but he nailed Elvis Presley's If I Can Dream. The standout duets of the night came from Sydney and Shye on Fields of Gold, as well as Team Reba's Adam Bohannon and Team Gwen's Jan Dan on Roxanne. But I'm not sure it will be enough to keep either of the Roxanne singers out of the bottom. It seems crazy that this will be the first vote and at the same time will determine who will make the final.